right, let's do this other rewatch.
You came at a bad time, but you just crossed the line. You wanna get wild? Okay, I'll show you wild. Better come right, better
Okay. Yes, I realize it's 10 seconds, but I do want to comment on something that I saw as a comment on this video, which is that the entire bass line of this entire medley is Jeff. And I think that is something that most of us Jeff lovers are not going to overlook, but some people may not realize. And it is in this first song, especially, it is something that could be really easily overlooked. There is no instrument, there is no effect. Well, there might be an effect on his voice, but it is Jeff doing this bass line. It is Jeff giving us this phenomenal bass and this just that we can just kind of rock to. And I love it. Sure, that's not a surprise to any of you, but it is such a good bass line. And it's one of those basses that I imagine people who are driving around with their basses so loud that you feel it in your car. That's what one of those basses sounds like to me. That's what this bass could be. It would be a perfect bass for that kind of person. Oh, I do want to rewind. Just go back to the beginning because the snaps were something else. Like they are snapping pretty dang fast, providing a tension that rhythmically is different to what Grace is doing or saying. She is speaking in a slower tone, in a slower rhythm, but her words are what's providing the tension. She's providing a challenge, basically. She's like, all right, you're gonna be like that, fine, we gonna go. And even though her tone is, somewhat conversational, the words themselves are a challenge. And so what the men are doing is those quick snaps, which is providing a very fast and tense rhythm. And I think that was really well paired together. Let's continue listening.
You came at a bad time, but you just crossed the line. You wanna get wild? Okay, I'll show you
Yeah,
wild.
that first from Jeff, and I'm sorry, that probably sounded awful, but that first bass from Jeff was just, sorry, we're going to hear that again. Because that first bass drop from Jeff, that first note is what I picture people in Albuquerque. I'm pointing outside because my window's right in front of me. It's what I picture people in Albuquerque driving around listening to when their bass is so loud that you wonder if they can even hear anything because you can't even hear anything and you're not even in the car. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's the kind of bass beat I am getting from Jeff. And I think it is so good, so beautiful. Oh man. Jeff and his bass just gets me every time.
You came at a bad time, but you just crossed the line. You wanna get wild? Okay, I'll show you wild. Better come right, better like try and get into a level. Cause I might die, never the time, trying to start a battle. Bleeding isn't in my blood, empiezo por toda la soul.
Beating you is what I do, yeah.
Something about...
I think I missed that in the first one. Beating you is what I do? Dear God, Jeff. Like, I know you're not talking about, like, physically beating, because you are definitely not that kind of guy, but holy frack, sir. Oh, my God, just look at this beautiful, like... Okay, let's see if I can get my, there we go. Okay, I had to get my mouse off onto my iPad. Look at this gorgeous man right here. The white tank, the little necklace, and this button-up shirt, and the exposure. Oh my God. Sexy Jeff. It's a thing. We're making it a thing. We're doing it. Sexy freaking Jeff, right? Here. Holy shit. Okay, we'll move on. I promise. We'll just skip back 10 seconds. And Lane is just... I love Lane too. And the sassiness in Caesar is definitely coming through, and I'm loving it. Get him, Caesar, get him.
Better like try and get into a level. Cause I might die, never the time, trying to start a battle. Bleeding isn't in my blood, empiezo por toda la soul.
Beating you is what I do, yeah.
Something about when you come for the ground is so humbling, huh?
갑자기 왜 그래 본 적도 왜 이제야 포기해와 Nothing to us Run up, you done up We come up from sun up to sundown So come on to play
But either way, we're one in a
The quick rhythm of that, it's rap basically, and it's rhythmic rap, which I mean, I think all rap is rhythmic in its own way, but how fast they're going is just so darn impressive. I clearly I'm speechless, even though I stopped it to speak. So there's that. But it is just so, I don't know, it's so amazing. And then Ellie with the Korean is just so good. And it's so smooth and seamless to my ear, to my very untrained ear, that you could probably tell me that he was Korean and I'd be like, yeah, that tracks. It'd be a little confusing because he definitely does not look Korean. But still, let's go back. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. Okay. Anyway. This cat is over here like, woman, get a hold of yourself. And I'm like, yes, I know I need to.
Do yeah.
Something about when you come for the ground is so humbling, huh?
갑자기 왜 그래 본 적도 왜 이제야 포기해와 Nothing to us Run up, you done up We come up from sun up to sundown So come on to play
But either way, we're one in a million We kill like Billy. You want it?
Okay
Knocking you out like a lullaby. Hear that song ringing in your mind.
Better sit down for the show, cause I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you
How it's done, done, done Run.
A part of me wished they would have dragged out the percussion from Lane and the bass from Jeff a little bit longer, so that way we could have gotten a little bit more of just them and then brought the others in, and then I'll have to re-listen to it because honestly everything else just flew out of my mind with Jeff saying I'm gonna show you. I really liked hearing Jeff's bass and Lane's percussion just making the song kind of drop and build at the same time. The bass was the drop and the percussion was the build. Like together it was a scoop kind of effect where the song just dropped down and then it just built, and I felt excitement with that bit, and I kind of wanted that to go a little bit longer, but I'm not holding it against him because it was good. And Grace hitting that higher note, my gosh, woman. I didn't think anyone could make Ellie sound like he was being low, and I was wrong.
Down for the show, cause I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you
How it's done, done, done Run, we run the town Whole world playing our song Turn it up, it's going down I can't shut this
how it's done, done.
Ooh.
Don't want you, need you, yeah, I need
That little the first word that comes to mind is vine, and that is so not the right term, but it was a little you thing that Jeff did to help transition the song. Was really beautiful, and I love this. Honestly, is just the best thing ever. Ooh, the lighting makes Caesar's hair look purple, and honestly, if Caesar ever chose to dye his hair purple, the dude would rock it. Anyway, we are getting distracted and off point. Yeah, Jeff's transition for the song was really beautiful. Let's rewind it just because I want to, you know what, we're going to go back a little bit more because I want to hear that whole build up and transition in one go. So let's do it. Hi, Ellie. I think it's a black. I'm going to blame the black because a man in black is just so freaking attractive to me. Not the men in black. Those guys are a whole other thing, but a man in black is just so fracking attractive. And again, Sunny is looking at me like, get a grip. I'm trying, cat.
Nothing to us Run up, you done up We come up from sun up to sundown So come on to play
But either way, we're one in a million We kill like Billy. You want it?
Okay
Knocking you out like a lullaby. Hear that song ringing in your mind.
Better sit down for the show, cause I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you
How it's done, done, done Run, we run the town Whole world playing our song Turn it up, it's going down I can't shut this
how it's done, done.
Don't want you, need you, yeah, I need you to fill me up My she go, my 마셔봐도 상게 차지 않아. Got a feeling that oh yeah, you could be everything that I need. Taste so sweet, every sip makes me want more, yeah.
The sass from Caesar in that one was just clear. And it was so nice. Yeah, in another note, for that first song, I kind of want them to make that into a full song so that way I can jam out to it every single day while I'm at work. That would be cool. VoicePlay, can we do that? Anyway, let's rewind and
마시고 마셔봐도 상게 차지 않아. Got a feeling that oh yeah, you could be everything that I need. Taste so sweet, every sip makes me want more, yeah. Make me wanna flip the top, I'ma come make it hit the spot. Every little drip and drop is a pop. Solo todo, it's getting hot. Yes, I'm
okay, yeah, I think that was a little bit of Korean from Lane, and thank God it wasn't longer, because we already thirsty enough over here. I don't need more. And y'all are talking about your fizzy pop over there, but like, none of us got this stuff to help us with the thirst, so. And I'm sure it was a computer-generated effect. In my first rewatch, I was like, how is he doing that? And then it occurred to me it's probably a computer-generated effect. But still, it's impressive. But yeah, like, thank God Lane did not say more in Korean, because holy cow, I could not have handled that. Okay.
Me want more, yeah. Make me wanna flip the top, I'ma come make it hit the spot. Every little drip and drop is a pop. Solo todo, it's getting hot. Yes, I'm sipping when it's dripping, now it's done. I need a second round and pour a lot and don't you stop.
My soda pop fizzles
지금
out.
당장 날 바지가 녹잖아. 눈을 거야 이미 I'm going tonight. Cause I need you to need me.
I'm here till you feed me.
So refreshing.
My little soda pop.
And we need to pause because there's a cat coming in. Okay, I paused it because our foster cat got in the way, and then I played it, and then I rewound it because I was like, actually, we need to rewind it, and then it occurred to me I should probably pause it and rewind it, so we're going to do that all over again, and we are going to rewind. Sure, we'll pause on her beautiful face, and then we'll play it so that way it continues more, because again, our foster cat Sunny is demanding some love.
Pop fizzles
지금
out.
당장 날 바지가 녹잖아. 눈을 거야 이미 I'm going tonight. Cause I need you to need me.
I'm here till you feed me.
So refreshing.
My little soda pop. You're all I can wake up. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop. My little soda pop. Cool me down just so hot. Pour me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop. My little soda pop.
Okay, there was something I wanted to comment on. Let me see if I can capture it on camera. It's...
I'm here till you
see if I
feed
can
me.
So
capture it.
refreshing.
My little soda pop. You're all I can wake up. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop. My little soda pop. Cool me.
Okay, this isn't perhaps the best way to capture it, but it's all I can do. And what I want to comment on is Jeff. And for once, no, we are not going to thirst over him. What I have noticed, though, in many videos is Jeff is often interacting with the others in terms of just looking at them. And I comment on this because from what I can tell, a lot of songs that they do when they record them, they're not, unless they're playing parts, they're not necessarily interacting. And I say this because in Nothing Else Matters, or in Wanted Dead or Alive, or even Carry On Wayward Son, they are sitting there looking at a camera and singing, and that is not a criticism. But what I appreciate, or what I would actually like to see, is a video where it's more like a group of friends getting together singing. And I don't know why I want that kind of video. It's just something in my brain that I really, really want to see from them. But I've noticed that Jeff will, often he's looking at Lane, and I think it's because they are the beat of the song. They are the heart of the song. So I think he's looking at Lane to make sure they are in sync a lot of the time, and to make sure that they are on the same page, even though the vocals are pre-recorded. I think he is checking in to make sure he's in the right spot. I've seen this a couple times. Jeff looks at Lane, and I'm not saying there's anything romantic or special or anything or whatnot in it. It's just he often checks in with Lane. He did that in Hoist the Colors too. It grabbed my eye because it was also at a moment where they like did a flashing lights and they stopped. And so that was very noticeable to me. It's just different and kind of random to a point. So I don't know if anyone knows what the story with that is, or if it's just habit maybe because of when they were touring, I'm sure, and they were doing things live. Jeff often probably had to check in, just look and make sure that him and Lane were on the same page. But I don't know. But anyway, that was just something that catches my eye every time Jeff does it. He will look at Lane. Sometimes he'll try to look behind him, like without turning his head away from the camera. But it's often Lane, and that's usually because Lane's next to him. But there's just something that catches my attention every time.
Girl, you're so hot. Hold me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
I was a ghost, I was alone. Through a chin on, guess okay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be.
Two lives.
Okay, I like the little water drop sound that Lane does. I've seen him do it in a few videos, and every time it just makes me smile. And sometimes it makes me smile because I remember like reactors trying to make that sound and failing miserably. I am not going to be one of those because I know I cannot make that sound, but every time he does that, it just makes me smile. And then Jeff with his bass in here is gorgeous. So let's rewind this. Ooh, hello, Jeff. Okay, we'll just, okay.
Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be.
Two lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place.
Not a perfect child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I get in play. We're going.
I was listening that part for a reason, and it's because when Jeff and Lane are doing, yeah, we'll pause it there. When it's Jeff and Lane are doing the percussion and the bass percussion, honestly, because I think that Jeff's quick is adding to the percussion that Lane is doing. It's hard to pick out if you're not like really listening. So I want to hear that again.
I was the queen that I meant to be.
Two lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place.
Not a perfect child, 'cause I got too wild.
I do have a question, and I don't know if anyone will know this, but are they layering Lane's and Jeff's parts so that way they're a little bit more noticeable? And I ask because if they are, that would make sense on why I can hear Jeff's part so clearly. Because even though, I mean, I love Jeff, but even with the part that he is doing, I don't know that I would hear it unless they have it beefed up. So I don't know if they're layering it and doubling it, or making it just slightly louder than it would normally be. So yeah, I don't know if anyone out there knows, but I was curious. Are they layering it? Are they doubling it? Are they somehow making it more obvious?
Now that's how I get in play. We're going.
Wait, who's doing that heartbeat type sound? Let's see.
I get in play. We're going.
Okay, we are watching that again, because until I figure this out, we're not moving on. I want to try to figure this out.
I get in play. We're going.
I think it's Jeff. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong, and to tell me who's actually doing it, but I think it's Jeff. Going by the Bob and his Adam's apple, I think.
Get up together, we're growing. Gonna be golden. You wanna get it so wanted. Gonna be gold. I'm gonna hide it now. I'm shining like I'm
Like I'm born to be.
no one down, no fears, no lies. That's who we're fighting.
That's a beautiful note, Jeff. And it's so. We're gonna rewind because I want to hear it again. But that like growling note, I don't know. I know that Jeff will do subharmonics, but I'm honestly not sure when he does it and when he's just being low. Because I know he can hit really low notes. I'm not sure I could identify it just by hearing it. So I don't know if I don't think he's doing a subharmonic. What I think he's doing is just being really low. And that really low kind of foghorn sound pairs really nicely with how high Grace is going. It provides a good contrast.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat, could a chain in your head. Anytime it hurts, playing that reverse. I can be a sanctuary.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind that because from when Lane comes in, it's amazing. I love it. I kind of like everyone else. Whenever Lane sings, I really pay attention, and I kind of wish they would have given him a little bit more of a part. But because he is the percussionist, I do understand why they don't. I really like it when he sings and when he comes in. And then in Jeff's part, I am, let's say, 92.37% sure that they are doubling Jeff's line. Either they had him sing in two different notes and paired it together, or they just had him sing twice and are pairing it slightly differently. So that way we can hear it. So I don't know. But let's.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat, could a chain in your head. Anytime it hurts, playing that reverse. I can be a sanctuary.
No, I'm the only one right now. I will love you more when it all burns down. More than power, more than gold.
Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for yours.
I'm the only one who loves your sin.
Okay, let's we're not moving past that whole I'm here for your soul thing from Jeff because there's no way we're letting that pass by. No way. I remember watching, I don't remember his full handle. I think it's DJ410, but I remember him saying that if the devil ever came to him wanting a deal and he looked and sounded like Jeff Castellucci, he'd be like, just sign me. Just let me sign. Where do I sign? And I agree with that. If Jeff came to me sounding like that and said, I'm here for your soul, I'd be like, okay, cool. What you want to do with it? Where do I go? And I'd probably be like, it's probably not worth that much, but okay, whatever. If that's what you want, take it. Yes.
No, I'm the only one right now. I will love you more when it all burns down. More than power, more than gold.
Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for yours.
I'm the only one who loves your sin. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir.
Feel the way my voice gets under your skin. Okay, VoicePlay. I mean, you're not wrong, but way to call me out. Like, for real, y'all. Rude. You're not wrong. Again, not wrong. But hell, yes, your voices get under my skin. Especially during that, when you do that, like, that, okay, we're gonna rehear it, and
more than power, more than gold.
Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for yours.
that gets under my skin all the damn time. And you know it, which is why you do stuff like that all the time.
Who loves your sin? Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire.
So in the first rewatch, I'm not sure if you could tell, but when Ellie said, "Can I get the mic a little higher?" my response was, "Can you reach it?" Which are strong words coming from someone who is actually shorter than Ellie. So yeah, I felt like I needed to call both him and myself out on that one. Here, let's rewind that a little just so we can do that. And with the way Ellie is jamming out, it's like his feet are glued to the floor. Hello, Editing Megan here. So after watching this video a lot more, I realized the reason Ellie is standing so still in terms of his feet is because he's on a little like riser, likely to put him at the same height as Grace and Caesar, which I find adorable. But yeah, so I have solved that problem.
Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I could be the star you rely on. There are no need, yeah, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? Now you're running wild, and you're down on your knees. You could be your idol.
Okay, hang on. Was I mishearing that? Let's see. Because I thought I heard like a doubling in Ellie's part as well, but I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. Most of my focus is on Jeff and Lane right now, so I'm gonna actually watch Ellie and Grace and maybe Caesar if I can get it to see if somehow the three of them are doubling that line or if it is just Ellie.
Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I could be the star you rely on. There are no need, yeah, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you?
Okay.
Now you're running wild.
Well, there's no like blatant obvious sign that the others are singing with him, but it either they have Ellie singing this main part and then a little higher, or it's Grace and Ellie. To my ear, it sounds like Grace and Ellie, but I don't know if that's true. But with Grace laying down vocals that aren't being shown in the video. Anyway.
Down on your knees, you could be your idol.
And I'm okay with you being my idol. It does go against pretty much a commandment. No, pretty much. It is the first commandment, if I remember correctly from West Wing. But, I'm not exactly religious anyway. So, if thou dost command me, I will get down on my knees and worship you for. Yes. But that's not healthy.
I broke into a million pieces and I can't go back, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The sky's a part of me, darkness and harmony, and my voice without the lights. This is what it sounds like.
Jeff's little part there was so pretty. It was gentle and soft and quiet. And I think it was meant to mimic like some sort of maybe guitar part. That's what I would picture it being if it was like pure, if there was a band or something, I could picture a guitar being there. But it was so pretty and different to what Caesar and Ellie are doing, but also I think a little understated in terms of what Jeff is doing as well. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because obviously Grace's part is the focus of this. But it was really nice to hear.
The beauty in the broken glass. The sky's a part of me, darkness and harmony, and my voice without the lights. This is what it sounds like.
Why did I cover up the color stuck inside my head? I should've let the jagged edges meet the light instead.
Show me what's underneath.
That is a beautiful line. Why did I cover up the colors inside my head? I should have let the jagged edges meet the light instead. That is a beautiful line. And it makes me think of the song True Colors as well, where, in a world that tries to tell you to keep your individualism quieted or pared down or non-existent for either the comfort of others or so you can be more like society and be normal. Having someone truly see those colors, see those differences, and see you is something everyone deserves, and it's something few feel they have. And this song, this line is saying, don't hide, don't try to make yourself more palatable for other people. Let everything that makes you you be seen. That is beautiful. Let your weirdness be seen. Let your troubles be seen. Let your happiness be seen. If you have a kink, cool. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I have some, and I apologize if that makes anyone uncomfortable, but I'm honestly not going to hide it either. I am weird. 100% I am weird, and I'm okay with that. Many aren't, and that's okay too. I am trying to live by the idea that if you can't or don't want to accept me, that is okay. Not everyone has to. Not everyone should be expected to. I accept me. And that's what people really struggle with, is accepting themselves for who they are. And I love that this song is encouraging that. Sorry, that was a semi-long rant, but it's a topic that kind of speaks to me lately. So, although let's rewind a little just because I want to make sure I've got that in there again.
Darkness and harmony, my voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like. Why did I cover up the color stuck inside my head? I should've let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. This song we couldn't write. This is what it sounds like.
I didn't notice that before. That little bit there where this is what it sounds like. It's hello, once again, it's editing Megan. And again, since doing this video, I have been informed that the this is what it sounds like echoes are from the VoicePlay patrons, and that is so amazing for you guys. I am so happy. That was such a collaborative and creative way to do that. And I love that they're honoring you guys in a way by having like each of those stars or lights represent you guys. That is so great. I definitely did not catch that in this video because I did not use captions. I know. I'm working on getting there. But it was so amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. But yes, I really, really love that part. And it's definitely something I definitely missed when I was doing this video and the first reaction. So yeah, I can't believe I missed that before.
Broken glass. This guy's a part of me. Darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like. Why did we cover up the colors?
My voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like. That is so good. This is such an uplifting song. And even if you, like me, you don't know K-pop, this is such an uplifting song. I am loving this. This is definitely going to be something I'm going to listen to over and over and over.
Slide on it, get up and let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. Fierce and undefined.
This is what it sounds like.
I'm done hiding now, I'm shining.
Again, I don't think the vocals were doubled there. I think, well, let me rephrase that. I think they were doubled. I just think one of them had an effect on them. And then Jeff did his normal vocal. And that was really nice, although it did kind of make him sound like the devil a little bit, but not in a bad way. And I'm not saying, you know what, never mind. It kind of reminded me of the effect they put on the devil when they did The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
This is what it sounds like.
I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be, baby. Till the dawn meets
Truth after all this time, our voices all collide. When darkness meets the light, this is what it sounds like. I'm the only one.
That last little note was okay. I say little note, it was a chorus of notes. That last harmonization was beautiful. And I'll play more of this, even though I did it with the watch too. I'll play more just because it sounds really pretty at the end as well. But how they ended was, it wasn't only beautiful, but the notes themselves were a little higher and left more on a power note. It was the kind of notes and chords that you would have when you are like ready to march on and take the world. And that is amazing. Yes, that is amazing. I will go on record and say you don't need to know anything about K-pop or the Demon Hunters to have an appreciation for this medley at all. It is amazing on its own. I wish every single one of these was its own song that they had done. Hi, Sunny. So that way I could jam out to all of them full length. That would be amazing. The lyrics themselves, and I know VoicePlay didn't, write any of the lyrics, but the lyrics of these songs are so good, powerful, and uplifting, and just so good. And you don't need to know anything about any of this to appreciate any of it. So if anyone out there is like, well, I don't really like K-pop, or I've never seen the Demon Hunters, anything like that, don't worry. You will still like this. You will still appreciate this. 100%. Please go to VoicePlay's channel, watch this video, give it a like. It is amazing. Right now, it has been out for 4 months and it has almost 1.6 million views and only 60,000 likes. VoicePlay fandom, let's do this. We got this. We can do this. Let's get this going because this is amazing. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I apologize for all of the cat interruptions. Hopefully it wasn't terrible. I keep looking because he's currently in my window. Thank you for coming along as I listen to this song, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.